Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Baltimore Ravens franchise. As we're back home here at M&T Bank Stadium, getting ready for a classic rivalry matchup here with another AFC North team. And today we're taking on the Browns, as we'll see Shedeur Sanders and a couple others as well, Garrett and such, on that defensive side of the ball. Of course, Shedeur, of course, their rookie quarterback out here today. As this is going to be a pretty good matchup here. It's Lamar Jackson, Smith, and the rest of the Baltimore Ravens have to take on the Browns here. We're hoping that the Ravens can pluck the eyeballs out of these Browns and, of course, send them packing with another loss here, as we're looking to get our second win of the season, as this is our home opener. Now, last week the Browns lost their home opener to their in-state rival, the Bengals, and losing that one 27-13. And they are looking to, of course, trying to get back on the left side of the ledger, that being a win here today. I should say Sanders had a decent game for his first game of the season, but he did come in as a backup. But he did do overall a pretty decent job there. 160 yards on 18 of 28. He had one receiving touchdown here, and today we're looking to see if we can, of course, have him have the same kind of game but lose again, as we're looking to, of course, welcome the rookie into the NFL here, especially in a very tough divisional matchup here. Very tough, one of the most tough divisions in the league. And, of course, coaches got some pretty good ideas of what they want to do here this week, as we're trying to come at all angles to Sanders. So you see some of his numbers or his attributes here so far this season. And, of course, you'll see his numbers here in just a bit for the season so far. Of course, we've only played one game so far. But, for his first week, not so bad here. We're, of course, kind of game planning around here. But the word has it there could be a change, as McKee is a guy that could be starting for them this week. So we're going to plan for Sanders, but we're also going to keep in mind we might have McKee as their quarterback there in today's game. We'll see how long they'll have him in the game until they decide to put maybe Sanders back in. But we're going to stick with Sanders here, and that's going to be our game plan there. Now, as of course, we're going to try to do our best to come to the quarterback in all different shapes and angles and everything. But at the same time, we are going to have to work on stopping their running game. That's what they want us to focus on this week. And of course, Jerry Jeudy is going to be one of those top receivers there for the Browns, who is going to try to make a day out of us and try to give us a really hard time in this secondary. And of course, we'll have to try to see if we can shut him down. Of course, defensively, we're going to have to worry about, or I should say our offense, so we'll have to worry about the defensive players like Myles Garrett, who recently just signed a big contract. And, of course, his numbers there, he had 2 tackles last week with a sack. And, of course, he is looking to, of course, try to eat, Lamar Jackson alive coming off that edge and trying to make, him into some pudding in the backfield there. So we'll try to do our best here to kind of stop him and make sure he does not get too crazy. Jeremiah, also a Kamara. I think I butchered it, but I tried. We'll try to make sure, of course, we'll keep him as well in check. This is his 5th year here in the NFL, former Notre Dame player. Last week, not really doing too much. He had 2 assist tackles, but other than that, that's pretty much it. Denzel Ward, of course, is going to be out for the next 3 to 7 weeks, as he does have some bruised ribs, or broken ribs, I should say. And so we don't have to worry about too much about the matchups between the wide receivers and the corners, but we still are going to be cautious about the passing game, and of course try to get it to our tight end, Mark Andrews, and make some passes there to him, as he did not get too many catches last week, even though we got the win there. And of course, Justin Simmons is going to be looking at that secondary there. He is a superstar dev, and of course he has been one of the statesmen on that team, and of course he is looking to put the hurt on us there when it comes to intercepting passes, and maybe even some chances, come in the rushing game there, get some blitz plays involved and get him in the backfield. Some of the guys that are hurt as well besides Ward is, of course, Deshaun Watson. He's out for 3 to 7 weeks for some injuries as well. for ribs, so he will be out for a while there. Of course, that was an injury that stemmed from the preseason. Since then, since the last episode you guys see me, it's, of course, between that episode and this episode, it's been almost a good month before I play these two games. But I have been doing testing, and so in the next episode, you guys will see the new slider set, which is still pretty similar to the slider set that we had to this one here, but it's a new slider set that Matt Tin has put out. I've also changed some of the penalty sliders as well. I've noticed that they were talking about a lot of the roughing the kicker was an issue this year. I forgot what the other one was as well. So we've made a slider set pretty reasonable here, and more, more kind of realistic to what's going on right, of course, in the real NFL. 3rd and 15 here. So you see a pass there. That's going to be caught, as that's going to be a nice catch there for Jenkins, as he's able to get that catch there. Nice for a catch there from the halfback. 1st and 10 here for the Browns. As we'll see now. A throw here. That one's going to be a deep pass there. And that one's going to be batted away there. Nice job there for the defense. Putting their hands up. That is going to be Humphreys on that pass. Now, McKee is in the game. We'll, of course, like I said, we'll, of course, try to attack him the same way as we're going to try to attack Shedeur as well if they happen to bring him in the game. So the game plan has really not changed. We'll just have to, modify some, the plays that we're going to be going after, be using in the game for this quarterback. The quarterback's not really known for at least what I've was doing some research on him. Not really a scrambler, so he's definitely going to be the guy who's going to sit in the pocket as much as he can, and of course take the time as much time as he can have. He's going to try to get the ball down the field. So we get them out quickly off the field. We'll see Jackson what he can do here as he gets the first time be on the field here, first time for the opening day here for the season. As Henry here is going to drop the football there. That's not like him, as he's going to fumble the football there, and I think that ball might be coming back. I don't think that's a fumble, but we'll see what we'll see. Emerson here gets the football. They get possession, and the Browns, for right now, have the ball, but I'm going to say we're going to have to get this one challenged, because I don't think I think he was down. I don't think he dropped the ball. I think he was down first, then the ball popped out, but we'll have to find out and see if this play is going to be challenged, or if we can challenge it here. As if so, the Browns they're going to get a decent chance here to do something here now with a short field. But yep, that's what I thought. It's going to be challenged here. So it's not like King Henry has the ball pop out of his hands. He's pretty good. He does an excellent job there. By far one of the best backs in the game right now. That does an excellent job there. Oh yeah, he was down. As he does a good job there with ball security and whatnot. So I don't see him dropping the football there, especially in the first first handoff of the game. 1st and 10 coming up here, ball on the 33-yard line. As we did win, we got that Booth challenge there, and they of course said exactly what I was thinking. That ball is not a turnover. As Henry, of course, last week, 23 carries, 151 yards, and of course 2 rushing touchdowns in that Thursday night game there in Buffalo. Great performance there from him, and we're of course looking to see if we can have the same here from him as well. Ball now on the 35-yard line here, 3rd and 8. Jackson has throw there to Kohler, excuse me. Kohler gets the catch, and he's going to drop it. And that's going to, of course, force us to punt. So we cannot do nothing in our opening drive. We'll see what we can do now here on defense. As Jenkins here coming out of the backfield, and he's going to get wrapped up there quickly as he gets a few yards there. Almost thought he was going to break that one away, but did a good job there of containing him. McKee drops back here. Of course, he's wearing a weird number, 24 for a quarterback. I'm definitely going to have to make a change of that, especially if the next time we play against them there in Cleveland. But he'll be forced to punt as they cannot get the conversion there on 3rd down. So we'll see now 1st and 10, ball on the 35-yard line here for the Ravens. As Jackson here gets this ball there thrown. That ball's going to be batted away as the defense player getting in there right on time there against Andrews. As we'll see now here, 3rd and 10, Jackson here throws this one up there. Andrews gets the catch. Nice job there coming down with it. And that's going to be a 1st down here for Baltimore as they were able to move the chains. I was about to say Jacksonville. I have not played that series for a while now here, which that series is still around on the second channel. Definitely go check it out. But we'll see now, first and 10 here for Jackson, as Jackson over there finds the tight end once again here. He is motoring down the field here as he'll get down to the 30-yard line for the first down. First and 10 here for Baltimore, as Baltimore, of course, would like to continue moving the chains here. They're doing a great job here in the air. We'll see if they'll go back to the ground game here, as we'll see here. Ball there on the 30-yard line of the Browns. Jackson here throws this one up there, finds his tight end again, zips this one here, and he's going to get this all the way down to the 5-yard line. Nice catch and run from Andrews. Of course, he missed out last week as we just, for whatever reason, just did not throw to him too often there. Now we'll have Henry here. Henry trying to bulldoze that defender, and Henry's going to get stopped right at the 1-yard line as he gets a nice carry there for a few yards. Now trying to see if we can finish off this drive. We'll see Jackson along with Henry in the backfield there. Looking at a second and goal here. Handoff to King Henry, and King Henry is going to find his throne. First rushing touchdown of the season here in Baltimore. Touchdown, Derrick Henry. And that's going to be a nice run there for him and a nice finish on the drive as they put up 7 points of the ball game. First 7 of the day. That's going to be his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. And Baltimore leads this one here early on, as the fans are definitely loving what they are seeing from their team here this season. Of course, we're the heavy contenders for that Super Bowl this year. Of course, we got teams like Buffalo, Kansas City, and of course, I would even say San Diego in the mix there for this AFC Championship this season. As see a handoff, and that's going to be a quick stop there as we're able to get to Allgeier on that stop. Loss of a yard on the play. We'll put him at the 22-yard line. 2nd and 11 coming up. 3:55 left here in the first quarter. Pass there in the backfield there by Junkins. Junkins going to get the catch, and he's going to be stopped at the 25. As he gets a short gain there on that play. Now they're trying to see if they can convert here on 3rd down. So far, not so much luck there. I think they've only had 1 3rd down conversion. And we get another stop there. As Johnson cannot hold on to that football there. He's looking for a flag, but nothing being called there. And it's going to be now a punt there for the Browns. As we'll see a handoff now to Henry again. As he's now 5 carries now for 24 yards. And, of course, a nice rushing touchdown there for himself. We'll see now here what we can do here on this 3rd and 6. Jackson here in the backfield here. He's going to, of course, toss this one here. He gets hit as he throws. That ball gets intercepted. And that one trying to go back for a pick 6, but it's going to be quickly stopped there. Nice tackle. But unfortunately, Justin Simmons, the man that we're supposed to be watching out for in this game, well, he definitely did watch out for us as he's able to get that interception. And now the Browns have possession as they get it back on our side of the field here after that one, and you can't really deny that one. Lamar got hit pretty good as he threw that football, and of course the trajectory of that pass was changed as we were trying to find Andrews there on that pass. We'll see up the middle now here. Allgeier here runs up the middle there, gets a nice gain. Good hustle there from him. That's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Browns. Browns 0-1 last week, of course, lost to the Bengals. As we're looking for their first win of the season here, as we're able to get to the quarterback there. Nice job there from Buchanan as we get McKee on that play. It makes it now a 2nd and 17. Ball placed at our 29-yard line. Let's see if we can continue pushing them back. 2nd and 17, a pass there. Allgeier here breaks off a tackle, but finally gets wrapped up quickly there. Nice job there from Owen. As he gets the tackle, makes a stop, and makes it out a 3rd and 20. So now 3rd and a mile now here for the Browns. As McKee here will drop back in the pocket. He's looking down the field. He's got a good pocket, but he's going to get hit as he throws. And that's a nice stop there. Nice play there by Van Noy, the veteran. Of course, we've seen him in another series of ours. I think it was the Bears series I think we had him in? Yeah, we had him in that series. And he does a great job there stepping up here as he forces them to kick a field goal, making it now 7-3 here in Baltimore. 1st and 10 coming up here. Ball on the 25-yard line. Jackson drops back deep in the pocket there. Throws this one, and that one's off target. That's not like Jackson. He's usually pretty good. He's been, pretty more accurate now here later in his career here. That's not. That's kind of weird seeing that pass now being completed there. That's going to be to Andrews as he gets that one under coverage there. And now we were seeing an injury here by Hopkins as he is grabbing his wrist here, and hopefully it's nothing serious. He's on the sideline there. I think he might just got a little bit of a stinger there. Hopefully he can come back here soon. Bateman's out here now taking a spot. 3rd and 3 coming up here. Ball on their own 32. Pass there quickly underneath the there. Not much pressure, but under coverage there. A nice catch there for Andrews as he's now getting close to 80 yards for the day here on 5 catches. And Hopkins looks like he has a bruised hand. He'll return. It's high risk injury, so we're going to go ahead and let him sit for a while. He'll probably come back somewhere in the 2nd quarter here. Play action here from Jackson. Jackson throws that one up, and oh, jeez. Nice hit there by the defender as our tough fullback there. Try to get the football there that time. He's going to be denied quickly. 3 seconds left here in the 1st quarter. We lead it 3-7. As Jackson makes some last-minute changes here in the route. Looking at his pass here, he's going to find Flowers and gets the catch, and that's going to be a 1st down at the 45-yard line of the Browns as we go. And in the 1st quarter, it's 7-3 here in Baltimore as we take a nice, pretty good first quarter of the game. Teams playing very well here. We've seen a turnover already now from us, but hopefully that'll be it for this one. As we still have possession of the football here now, of course, we'll flip the field. Ball now on the 45-yard line here of the Browns. There's Jackson here, calling an audible here, looking to the side. He doesn't feel comfortable with what he's seeing there from the defense, so he's going to make a change. He's got to hurry up. He's got 10 seconds before that play clock expires here. Drops back in the pocket, looks to somebody, but no, he's going to hold on to it as he cannot find anybody down the field there. And a nice sack there. That's going to be a loss of 10 on the play. As that was a good stop there from the defense. We'll see now here, 2nd and 20 coming up. Jackson here drops back here, fires this one. That's going to be a great catch. And that's going to be Bateman on the catch there. 1st down for Baltimore. Finally getting the chains moving here quickly. As we see the ball on the 34-yard line here of the Browns. Jackson here drops back in the pocket, looking down the field here, looking for a block. Gets the block, gets down the sideline. He's going to push out the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for Baltimore. And now Baltimore here looking to see what they can get going here now as the ball's on the 19-yard line of the Browns. Jackson here again backs up, fires this one. That one was pretty much at the same time there as Bateman and the defender got there, but no one held hold of it. Incomplete pass. Looking at 2nd and 10 now coming up. Jackson here drops back in the pocket, finds his tight end, finds Andrews, and Andrews gets himself into the end zone. Touchdown for Mark Andrews. Nice finish there for the Baltimore Ravens as the veteran tight end, by far one of the tight ends that don't get talked about much, finds his way into the end zone there. That's going to be a great catch there for him and for the Ravens as they put another 6 points on the board here. It's now 14-3. 121 yards passing so far for Baltimore. Only a few there, for about 47 yards for the Browns. As we'll see McKee here, hands off, finds Allgeier. Allgeier tries to get off the edge there, but Smith is going to make the nice tackle there, makes a nice stop. That's going to be a loss of a yard. Now jump to a 3rd and 11 here. We're doing a good job here pushing them back on the chains. Let's see if we can continue doing so. Pass play here. Find Allgeier, and he gets the catch, but that's not going to be enough as they're going to be 6 yards short of the 1st down. Can't get the 3rd down conversion here, but they will be forced to punt as we'll punt us inside our own 30. And we'll see now King Henry, stiff arm here, and he is going to bulldoze his way down to the 47-yard line. Nice 1st down there for him. He's able to move the chains again, as he's been doing so far here early on this season. As, of course, we'll see a handoff here again here. Why not? Give it to him, as we just got to continue feeding the beast in the backfield. And he's going to get another carry there for a few more yards. 2nd and 7 coming up here. I imagine they'll probably go to the passing game here. Drop back here, find King Henry. King Henry gets around the edge, and he is going to get it there. Finds the first down marker, and he's going to get to the 42. So, yeah, two good running carries there, and then, of course, a nice pass to him. We'll see it now. The backup coming in here. He will run this one, and he'll get a few yards there on the carry. It's going to be now a 2nd and 2 coming up here for the Ravens. Ravens, of course, we're trying to keep our guys fresh, so you'll be seeing a lot of halfbacks coming in here getting some reps. Pretty similar to what we did in our Browns, or in our Bears series last Madden. As we get the first down there on that nice blast play there to Jackson, and Jackson looks like he's going to have to come off the field there. He's hurt, so now Cooper Rush, I haven't heard that name for a while. He's going to be in the game now here. We'll see how long he's going to be in here. Hopefully not. Hopefully Jackson's not going to be out too long. But we're going to put our faith now behind the second-string quarterback, Rush. We'll see what he can do here. Ball in 29. Pass there. That's going to be completed. And that's going to be a nice catch there for Zay Flowers. As we'll see a bruised elbow. And Jackson will come back soon, as we'll just go ahead and substitute Rush into the game. So Rush is going to be in the game for a while, probably for the remainder of the first half, and then Jackson will eventually come in and take over again. So we'll see what Rush can do as he's got the ball at the 21-yard line. 3rd and 3. He's looking for a quick pass there. Quick, nice conversion there as we find Bateman. Bateman gets the catch, and he's going to get himself all the way down to the 6. Actually, mark him down to the 5-yard line for the first down. First down for Baltimore. Baltimore here looking to try to go up 3 scores here. Ball on the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up here. We'll feed the backup, or the fullback in there, and he'll get knocked down there quickly. As that's a great tackle there from their rookie Swisher Slinger. I think that's how you say his name. As he makes the tackle. And again, they try to feed the tight end again, but Swisher's right back in there again. Reading that fullback pretty well there at that time. So that we'll try to see what we can do here on 3rd and goal. Ball on the 3-yard line here. I'm thinking they'll probably go to the pass. They already went to the run game twice. Jackson here looking, fires this one there. That pass is going to be in there. It's going to be complete to Bateman. As Bateman gets his first touchdown today. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. As the Ravens get in the end zone here, and they're definitely going to be jumping around here. As we'll see here, a little double dutch here. I love it. I love it. I love Madden, these new touchdown celebrations here. I'm hoping they'll create. I'm hoping they'll create some more. They'll look at more of them from other teams as well. As you see there, 11 plays, 70 yards. Nice drive there for Baltimore as we lead it now 21-3. 3:05 or 3:08 left here in the first half. We'll see now Browns back out here on offense. McKee here throws this one there. That one's going to get batted away. Nice stop there from the defense. As they're looking now at 2nd and 10 coming up. McKee here drops back in the pocket, looking around here, scrambling around, breaks off a tackle, looking down the field here. He had a chance to find, he actually had a chance to run the football himself, but instead he's going to throw it away. 3rd and 10 coming up. Pass there is going to be complete, as that's going to be a catch there as Jerry Jeudy makes the catch, and Wiggins there upset with himself there as he gives up the first down. We'll see what we can do here and try to make another stop here as they're on their own 34-yard line. Pass there thrown, and nice job there from the defense as they get a little piece of the quarterback there that time. Throws off target. It's going to be a 3rd and 10 coming up here for Cleveland. As McKee here again drops back here, throws a screen pass. He's going to find the halfback. As Allgeier here will get the catch, and that's going to stop him at the 39-yard line. It's going to be a 4th and 6 coming up here as they're looking to, of course, make a decision here on 4th down if they're going to go for it or not. 2-minute warning now in effect. As we'll see, they'll, of course, be smart here, and they'll punt it. 21-3 as we get the ball back to King Henry as he tries to run this one on the outside. He's going to get a loss of 3 on the play. Nice stop there from Graham on the tackle. As now we'll give the ball back to the Beast again, and that time the Beast is going to be stopped as well. As we'll see a timeout there being stopped as Dunlap makes the tackle. And now we're looking now at only a gain of 2 on that play, but we'll see now what they'll try to do here on 3rd and 11. 1 second left on the play clock here. Drop back here from Jackson. Jackson drops back deep, and that's going to be a flag on the play here. We'll see who that is on. And I think it's going to be, it's going to be on the defense, as that's going to be on Emerson. That's going to be a penalty there for them. The automatic first down, moves the chains, puts them at the 36-yard line. Ravens on their own 36-yard line after the penalty. Thank you, Browns. 1st and 10, drop back here from Jackson. Jackson throws this one up there and covered very well there. I don't know what Jackson was looking for there, but Andrews was covered very well that time there. That could have been that was a very dangerous throw. Double coverage pretty well, but thank goodness nobody was able to get that one out of the air. We'll see now 2nd and 10. And of course, we're just trying to slow down this game as much as we can here. And of course, trying to get the clock going here. And that's the most important what we need to do the most. As Bateman gets the catch. Bateman spin move there, and he's going to get the catch at the 45. 1st and 10 for Baltimore as they're able to move the chains with 1:05 left here in the first half. As we'll see a timeout being called here. Baltimore, of course, burning a timeout there. 2 timeouts ready for both teams. As we'll see the ball at the 45. Cooper Rush will be back in the game here. Cooper gets hit hard, but he's able to get the pass off, but incomplete. As Rush is back on the field there. Of course, Jackson taking off the field now. I have changed the settings for wear and tear here, and I'm making them more a little friendlier. But it's kind of making me nervous because they're getting a lot of good hits on Jackson here, and we got to do a better job of pass protection here with him. That's definitely a guy we cannot be losing here in the season. Of course, I have dumbed down I think I said this already in the beginning of the video. If I haven't, I have dumbed down the injuries to around about 25, 27. Because I've, after some suggestions made from Matt 10 and mainly from him and a couple others here on YouTube, I see that they're using that kind of same number as well. So around that, close to 30, but not so next to 30. As we'll see a pass there, that's going to be completed. As we'll see a injury coming off the field, that'll be a Raven who will have to come off the field there. 16 seconds left here, ball in the 24-yard line in Browns territory there. That ball's going to be intercepted, and that ball's going to go back to the Browns as the Browns get the ball there as they kill our momentum now going down the field here. First interception of the season here for Cooper Rush, as that one just goes right into the hands of Baker, of course, a former Bear in our Bears series there. And of course, that's kind of expected by him. Good defensive back there. As we'll see Allgeier here runs this one there, and he will get stopped and wrapped up. But Cleveland will call a timeout quickly here before this half ends, as they're trying to make one more opportunity here for themselves to get a score. Ball on the 30-yard line here, 2nd and 9. Deep pass here going near the 40-yard line. That ball's going to get batted away. And that is going to be it for the first half, as we do a great job there. 21-3 here as we go into half. And man, we need Lamar bad. Oh my God! I mean, don't get me wrong. Cooper Kupp's fine. He's a decent decent back. He's one of those guys that he's not expected to do too much. But when you have Lamar Jackson, you have Lamar Jackson. Like, you gotta. Gotta kind of have to baby him, a little bit. You gotta protect him a lot more better there, fellas. So hopefully, like I said, this injury is not too serious, but we'll see how things go. And you see there, Washington wins their game against the Packers, 35 to 28 or something like that. I forgot what the score was. Of course, my thing is in the way there. Now we go to Pittsburgh. Here's with Seattle. And of course, looks like Seattle brought the showers there, as Sam Darnell gets the. Right now they're at halftime. Right now he is leading that one by 10, 17-7 against Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. And then, of course, New England taking on Miami, which is wet and nasty down there in Miami. And they're playing right now. Tua leads that one against May, 7-3 at halftime. As Dolphins, of course, looking for their second win of the season. Of course, the Patriots would like their first win of the season here if they can get that against the Fishies down there in Miami, as my nephew used to say back in the day. But as we take a look here, of course, there you see your Sunday night matchup there, Falcons versus Minnesota. Of course, you got 2 Monday night games getting lined up there as well. So, as you take a look here, you see there, they're fired up. They're ready to go. They want to get back in this game here. And, of course, Lamar Jackson, 11-of 21, 182, 2 touchdowns. Of course, interception there from him. Hopefully, he will be healed up, ready to go here to take on the second half. There he is right there. So let's try to protect him a little bit better there, fellas. As we'll see now here, handoff, 1st and 10. And, of course, we're going to be utilizing the running game a little bit more often, more early and often here in this start of the third quarter. Handoff, and oh, geez, what happened there, offensive line? Jeez, you let him just waltz right there to to Henry there. Nice stop there, no less. Pass now being thrown there to Hopkins as Hopkins gets there, and Hopkins is going to be stopped, and he looks like he is hurting as he is going to be, of course, coming off the field. They're going to go for here on 4th and 4. Why not? Let's see what we can do here. Who can get away with this? It is the Browns, but we'll see a drop back here from Jackson. Throws this one there quickly to Hopkins, and Hopkins cannot even get his chance to stick his hand out as he gets the catch, but he's going to be stopped as Newsome and the defense get good field position now for the offense. So, all right, we try to go for it. Now we got to try to, we're going to hopefully don't get burned by it. As now our defense, we're relying on them to get the ball back here and, of course, make a stop. Defense makes a nice stop there that time. We'll see what we can do here on this 2nd and 10. And we'll see the quarterback. He's going to drop the football. That ball's going to be recovered. And now our defensive lineman is going to take this one back here. But the question is, does he have the air and the oxygen to get down the field here? And he's going to find himself in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. As this was a good hit there. They stripped the ball very well off of him. Getting that football there. And, of course, our lineman will pick it up and scoop and score and get down the field there. It's now 28-3. It's always nice seeing, besides the offense scoring, it's lovely to see a big man like that take the football and get a touchdown for us there on that turnover. 1st and 10 here for the Browns as they get the ball back here quickly after that turnover. As you see their halfback there, get a few yards there on that carry. We'll see what they can do here on 3rd and 7. McKee's in the backfield there, so he's going to go 4 wide here, looks like, maybe even 5 wide. Now the halfback's coming back in the backfield. He's going to go wide, but this ball is going to be caught. And that's going to be a 1st down there as Johnson gets the catch there for the Browns. As we'll see a handoff there to the halfback. He's going to try to get all around the edge, and he's going to get met up there by a couple of players there, Smith being one of them. Making the stop there. Makes it now a 2nd and 10 coming up here. A ball in their own 44. McKee in, drops back here, throws this one to Jarrett Jeudy, and Jeudy almost on the run there as he has a nice scamper there for a huge 1st down. Almost felt like he was going to break that one away, but we're able to get there on time. Pass there to the halfback now. They're starting to get things cooking here. Baltimore, he's having a little trouble right now against this Browns offense. Browns offense starting to make some good things here in the kitchen as they make another great catch there to Najake. Now we'll see a pass there being thrown. That's going to be to Tillman as he gets that one inside the 5. So this offense is really fired up here now, trying to get down the field. We'll see a pass here being thrown. That ball is going to be caught by the halfback, Allgeier, and he'll get the catch for the ball at the 1-yard line. Now we'll see a pass out of the backfield there. That's going to be a great catch there for their fullback, as he's going to be able to get in the end zone. Nice play there, as we did not keep our eyes on him at all. Wasn't expecting there as Barden gets the catch. Finds himself in the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. 10 plays, 73 yards, taking about 4:04 left, 4:04 off the clock there. Nice drive there for the Browns. They're able to score their first touchdown in the game here. It's now 28-10. So maybe they're trying to make this game interesting again. Under center here with Jackson, as we'll see a handoff there to Henry. And Henry gets a few yards on that. Actually loses 2 yards on that play. See now 2nd and 10 coming up here. Ball on the 22-yard line. Jackson here got to get rid of it. Throws a quick pass there on that screen. And Henry does a great job finding the block. And that's going to get us a first down there on that throw. Nice job there. As again, we're going to see Cooper Kupp again here as Jackson. I don't know again. Something's going on with Jackson. Hopefully it's not too serious. But King Henry makes a nice carry there, helping out in the running game as he gets a nice first down. Hill's in the backfield now here as he's the backup, halfback, on Cooper Kupp. Play action here from Cooper Kupp. Oh, Cooper. Oh, jeez. Got lit up good there. As the defender gets right on the quarterback there, that ball's going to be incomplete. As you see Henry back on the field, he'll make a carry. He gets a few yards on that one. Now looking at a 3rd and 8. Ball on the 31-yard line of the Browns. And he got a play clock running down to 5. Cooper looking, throws this one up. That's going to be caught by Hopkins as Hopkins gets the catch. And that one's going to be planted there at the 11-yard line. Ball now on the 11-yard line here, 1st and 10 after the pass. And of course, looking to try to see if they get this one in the end zone. Henry here now running the football here. And oh my goodness, getting shoved around. And finally gets wrapped up there by a bunch of Browns as they make a nice stop there. Only getting him about barely a yard there. But nonetheless, he's able to scrape up something. 2nd and 9 coming up. Ball placed on the Browns' 9-yard line. Handoff there to King Henry. King Henry breaks out a tackle. Finally gets taken down there and shoved down as Delpit makes the stop. And now the ball is placed at the 4-yard line. Now 3rd and 3 coming up. Play clock running down to 9. And again, handoff to Henry. And Henry, jeez. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Jeez, that was brutal. They read that one very well as we have a lineman coming off the field here now for the Ravens. Hopefully he's okay. So now they're going to put all their big boys on the line here on 4th and 2. They're going to try to go for it. They're going to try to get this touch. They feel like they should be getting this first down here. I think they should just kick the field goal here, but what am I? Hand off to Henry. Henry gets a wide open gap, and he finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. As that is King Henry's 4th rushing touchdown of the season, his 2nd of the day. And that's going to now extend this lead even more so now for Baltimore. As King Henry doing the nice little dance in the end zone there. See now 35-10. 10 plays, 76 yards, taking 4:15 off the clock. As there's 33 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. As we'll see a handoff here for Allgeier. He'll run this one. He'll get Boeing back to the line of scrimmage on that play. And now we're looking at the final play of the 3rd quarter. As we'll see here, we'll snap the ball, and no, they will not. As that'll be it for the 3rd quarter. As we go to the 4th and final quarter of this one, it is 35-10. Browns have a lot of work to do. And we'll see if they can do so here coming up in this 4th quarter. Pretty much now we can probably I would imagine put some backups in here at some point here. But McKee here throws this one, and he's going to have to throw it away. Again, easily he could have got that first down if he kept running, but maybe he doesn't have the confidence of running it. But so we'll see a pass there. He finds his halfback on the quick pass there. And so that's a little screen pass there. Puts it at a 4th and 4 now here. Ball to the 30-yard line. First, they know they have to go for here if they want to try to get back in this ball game here. And look at him. He's now taking off now. He realized that he needs to step up here. And he does as he gets the first down there. Nice run there from McKee. Moving the chains now at the 47. 1st and 10. Pass up the middle there, and he just overthrows that. I don't know who he is throwing to that time. I don't know if he's seen a ghost or something, but 2nd and 10. Pass there being Caught there. That is going to be a reception, and they're going to be just short of the first down marker. And that was the junk in there coming out of the backfield. See a quick scamper, and they'll get enough there for the first down. As the Ravens defense is a little hot about that. See now here, they'll go back to Junkins again. Junkins runs this one, and he will get about 6 on that carry. Again, they're making it quick and tight here on these runs. Allgeier's in the backfield here. They'll hand it off to him. He's going to get wrapped up and finally getting taken down there by a few more Ravens flocking around him. And Smith tried to do his best to make the stop and need a little help. 3rd and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 37. The key here looking, and of course he's got 2 spies on him as he's got to try to get that first down marker, but he's going to be stopped as Smith is looking right at him, dead to rights on him, thinking like, okay, make a move. You better make the right one. As now we'll see a 4th and 2 coming up here. We'll see if they'll get away with something again here, and they will, as Allgeier has the football here, and he's going to get maneuvered around. I think they were waiting for the run there, but it just didn't jump on it quick enough there. As we'll see a run here, and there you see Smith makes the stop in the middle of the field there. Nice job. Makes the stop. Loss of a yard there on the play for the Browns, as we'll see now a 2nd and 11 coming up. Ball on the 20-yard line. McKee here throwing this one up here. He throws this one right in the basket of Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Browns. As Cleveland trying to get back in this ball game here. 13 plays, 75 yards, 5 minutes and 14 seconds off the clock. 6:11 left here, and pretty much we got to try to do our best here to try to run down the clock as much as we can. As Henry here breaks off a tackle here. He's got 2 defenders. Oh, breaks off 2 tackles, 3, before he's finally shoved down there by Newsome on that run. Henry did not seem like he wanted to stop running. As he started to go downhill now here, run downhill in this situation as we see a run and stop here. And nice job there getting that one. And so we'll get actually a loss of 2 on that play. Try to get some part of the yards there, but they just kept hounding us. Play clock down to 5. Drop back here, pass up the middle. That's going to be caught by Andrews. We haven't seen too much of him this second half here, and we're starting to pick up the pace now. Cooper Rush, of course, still out here. Oh, so far I have not heard anything about Jackson just yet, but hopefully it's not too serious. I think he might be just out for the rest of the game, as there's really no need for him to come back in here, but I'm sure he would want to come back out here to get this win. As we'll see now here, a nice run there from Henry. Move the chains now here with 4:05 left here in the 4th quarter. Nice job there getting a 1st and 10. Keeping that clock alive, keeping it going as we, of course, trying to chew as much game clock as we can. And I did see there it was his elbow. His elbow's being an issue, so hopefully that will not be something that will be continuing to be a nagging injury for the season here, but we'll have to keep a close watch on it. 2nd and 7 coming up, ball to 44. As we'll see a handoff here again, and that one's going to be run on the right-hand side, wide right there, and he gets another carry there for another 1st down. Under 3 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Of course, utilizing King Henry as he's doing a great job here, maintaining the football here, doing a great job there and helping Cooper Kupp manage the game, and of course keep the ball in their control. Got the 2-minute warning coming up here very soon. And we'll see a handoff here up the middle here. Good blocking there for King Henry. Henry breaks off another one as he gets himself down to the 16-yard line. And we'll be at the 2-minute warning here for the Baltimore Ravens, as they don't have to do too much here. A couple more 1st downs here. Don't necessarily need to score, but just kind of keep the clock keep ticking here. Of course, Cleveland, I imagine they'll probably start using their timeouts here. So see handoff, and there it's going to be a run. As Henry, of course, you see his X Factor getting lit up, as he is ready just to mollywop whoever's going to be in front of him. Run here, try to break off a tackle, try to get around there, but he's going to get swallowed up. And that's going to get him back to the line of scrimmage. So now 3rd down coming up here. We might have to get away from the run here. We might have to get to the pass here quickly. Of course, we don't need the first down, but we just got to keep the ball in play. I see a pass there, and Mark cannot hold on to it as that one's going to get out of his range. And that ball's going out of bounds there. So we'll be smart here. We're going to at least try to pick up some points now here as we kick this one here. This should be a fairly good field goal here as we get about a 35-yard kick. And that ball is good. It is now 38-17, just with 21 seconds left. Last probably drive here for, of course, obviously the last drive here for Cleveland. That's Jerry Jeudy here trying to get down the field here, and a nice hit there. That's Cleveland calls their first timeout now here in the second half. Yeah, 2nd and 1 coming up. Screen pass there to Allgeier. Allgeier will, of course, get this one. He'll hurdle, and he'll hurdle himself right out of bounds, keeping that clock alive now. 11 seconds left here. Again, trying anything they can. We'll see a deep pass here. That ball is going to be intercepted. And that ball is pretty much going to be Ravens football here as they're going to try to take this one back and get good field position here now. So we just got 1 second left that we need to burn off. And we can pretty much say this is going to be another victory here for us. We're going to run the football with Henry. Henry spin move, stays in bounds. And that right there is going to be your ball game. As we win this one here, 38-17 at home in our opening season, for our season opener, I should say. Better words. And we win this one. Nice one here for the Baltimore Ravens as they pick up their second win of the season. Of course, Browns go 0-2 now here. And they got to go back to the drawing board to see what they need to do next time around against us. But as you see there, that was a nice job there from our defense, helping us out there, scoring a touchdown as well. And, of course, our guys, overall, just a great performance here. Of course, I wish it had been nice if we had, I know a lot of fans are probably thinking, like, okay, where's Jackson at? He's not in the field. What's going on with him? Why is he not on the field? Like, what's the deal? And, of course, press conference-wise, we're just like, hey, we just took him out just for precautionary sake. He's all right. He's got a slight injury, a little boo-boo on the elbow. Nothing serious. Nothing to, we just didn't want to, the game, we were already up in the game already. You just don't need, it's not necessary to bring him, back. Just let him rest up and let Cooper and some of the other second string guys go in there and just finish the job. So there you see final score to the 38-17, 13 first downs to their 20 or to our 25. We had 423 in total offense. They had 203 in total offense. 33 carries, 176 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. There you see 17 of 54, no touchdowns on the ground there for them. Did a good job there, swallowing the running game up and really just having that quarterback go out there and pass. I was really surprised and shocked that, with the score how it was 21-3. I'm very surprised they did not put Shedeur Sanders in the game. The second half, I was kind of figuring that, okay, maybe they'll bring him in there, try to, get the running game going back up for them again, and just kind of, try to get something going in this second half. But that was not the case there. So I imagine at some point here, maybe next week, they'll have him. I almost guarantee we'll see him when we play him again here in a few weeks. So we'll see how things go. But there you see Lamar Jackson, 14-24, 184, 2 touchdowns, and of course had that interception. Cooper Rush, 7-13, 73 yards, and of course the interception from him. McKee, 18-36, 160. Again, I'm gonna have to change his number again. I have to look and see what his number is in real life. I think it's like number 16 or something like that. I don't understand why Madden put him at 24. I don't get it. Because these are the most recent updated rosters when I started this series. It was like a week before the season. Maybe I think I got them. Yeah, it was a week before the season started in real life. So, yeah, I don't get it, but whatever. But you see Cooper Rush numbers there, and of course, that was a good call there from the coaching staff, not putting him out there, just keeping him on the bench there for a while. 26 of 141, 2 touchdowns there for Henry. Of course, Jackson, 2 carries for 21. Receiving wise, we had, of course, Bateman. Nice day there for him. He had 4 catches for 60 yards and a touchdown. On the Andrews, 8 catches for 122 and a touchdown there for him. We kind of, I don't know why we strayed away from him in the second half, but we did. Hopkins, 3 catches for 30, and Henry had 2 catches for 21. Of course, there you see Jerry Jeudy, of course, 4 catches for 68, a touchdown for him. Zay, there you see his numbers. I already said his 3 for 29. We couldn't really get to Zay too often either, because they were just really swamping him. Like, they were just, as they say, flies on you know what. I mean, they just were just all over him. Roquan Smith, there you see 7 tackles total there. He led in tackles. He had 4 TFLs as well. Buchanan, 6 tackles, 3 TFLs, and a sack. Washington, 5 tackles, 1 TFL. Let's see who else. Kane, 4 tackles. It's Kane! Interception for him. And then, of course, 4 tackles, 3 TFLs, and a fumble recovery and a touchdown for him in that game. And Hamill, 2 tackles and a 2 tackles and a TFL for him. Defensively, you see Carson Sweater. He was just annoying. He was everywhere. He had the most tackles in the game. He had 9 for the team. Simmons, of course, had an interception. He had 7 tackles in the game there. Baker also had an interception there. Of course, that was when I seen him, like, oh crap, that's Baker. So it's like, well, that was expected. So to take a look at our weekly recap, we'll take a look here at the Tampa Bay and Houston game. Both teams are 1-0 for the season. We'll see how who did what, and we'll see here. Baker Mayfield, nice pass there. That's a deep one. Baker going 20 for 29, 208, 4 touchdowns in the game there for Baker as he is able to defeat CJ Stroud in that game. Nice matchup there in Houston. So I'm sure my nephew's probably upset about that loss there. Chargers taking on the Raiders. A nice AFC West matchup as the Raiders here in Vegas taking on their one of their most hated teams there. Geno Smith, nice day there for him, 21 of 28, 253, a touchdown. Herbert, 7 for only 1 touchdown there. That touchdown only produced 7 points there, and that's what caused them to get the early loss there. So tough break there as Raiders able to pick up their win there as well. So coming up in the next video, you guys, will be week 3, and we have a Monday night game as we'll be at home in front of a live crowd once again here at M&T Bank Stadium, taking on the 1-1 Detroit Lions. Yeah, we cannot get away from these Lions, man. We had them in the Bears series. I think we played them a couple times in the Buffalo series as well. Jeez, trying to tell me something, Madden? Anyway, we'll take them on. That should be a good one for Monday Night Football, and that'll be week 3. And of course, there you see we got Kansas City coming up in week 4, and then we have those Texans that just lost in week 5. So we got a pretty good lineup of games coming up in the next couple of episodes, and we'll definitely see if we can try to continue this run that we're on right now. Looks like it's pretty even between those two. Look, if you look at the bottom there, the overall is dead even. Same thing with the offense and defense. So this is going to be, I imagine, I'm almost thinking this is going to be a tug of war. It's going to come down to whoever can make that key play, that X factor in this game. It will definitely change the course of one of these two teams' fate in this one. So we'll see how things turn out coming up in the next episode. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. And of course, hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified about the series here on ESGNet. And of course, don't forget to check out our second channel here on YouTube at ESGNet Plus LP, as we have a nice series coming up here with our new Mission Recondition team. That'll be the Denver Broncos. I think I picked them. And then of course you got the Chicago Bears or Chicago Cubs series there in MLB 25 as well. And of course, Road to Glory, and of course, Coach Carousel with Sheldon Sherman on the second channel. So again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on the channel. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.